My dear child, before I commence, let me clarify something about the title that drew you near. God declares this transpired merely 11 minutes past. Your son has been touched not just in passing. It was a divine nudge, a gentle tug on your soul, an event tailored, arranged, and orchestrated for your perception to ensure you wouldn't overlook what is happening now. You did not click by chance. You were led here. Take a breath, my child. Something indeed has changed in the last 11 minutes. You may not have felt the tremor of it, but the heavens did. You may not have heard the noise of it, but the angels responded. You may not yet grasp it, but your spirit already sensed it. And now I address you with intent because the message reaching you is associated with your family, your serenity, and most significantly, your son. Listen carefully. What affected your son was not physical hurt. It was not an assault. It was not evil encroaching upon his life. What struck him was a spiritual sign, a divine ignition, a celestial awakening, something brushed against his destiny, something only the heavens could deliver. And it carried a message intended for you. Your son was struck, yes, but struck by divine providence. Revelation, struck by an unseen change, struck by a spiritual newsflash that your family's timeline has just been rearranged. My child, stay right here. Don't swipe away. Don't hurry. Don't think this message is like every other. There are no words ahead of you that will seep into your home like light spreading through a dark room. If you depart too soon, you will disrupt the blessing that is trying to reach you. For months, no, for years, you have fought silently. You have borne burdens you didn't share. You have prayed prayers you weren't certain anyone overheard. You have wiped tears secretly so no one would fret. You have pleaded for respite, guidance, progress, protection, especially for your child. And heaven has witnessed it all. You asked for a sign. You asked for a change. You asked for a moment that would tell you things are finally transforming. That moment was 11 minutes ago. Something touched your son's soul that marked the beginning of a new phase. Something whispered to his fate that the quiet is about to end. Something told heaven, the time has come. Your son did not receive this sign because he is feeble, but because he is spiritually perceptive. Children sense things before adults comprehend them. Their spirits react before their minds do. And heaven chose them. He serves as the container because his heart is sincere, untainted by fear, uncertainty, or burden. Your child received the message, but you, my child, are the one who must react. This is why you were guided here. This is why your heart felt a tug. This is why your spirit did not let you swipe past the headline. Heaven synchronized you. You notice blessings do not always announce themselves with fanfare. Often they start softly like a breeze before a storm, a ripple before a wave, a whisper before an announcement. That whisper reached your child, and now the declaration is reaching you. My child, the spiritual climate around your family has been transforming for longer than you know. Something has been trying to force its way through the barriers of bad fortune, patterns of fear, recurring delays, emotional weight, and unseen obstacles. Every time you advanced, something attempted to halt you. Every time you aspired, something sought to dampen your spirits. Every time you prayed, something tried to muffle the response. However, the shift that happened 11 minutes ago weakened what once obstructed you. The chains did not fully break yet, but they splintered. The doors did not fully swing open yet, but they creaked. The fog around your path did not fully dissipate yet, but it cleared, and heaven said, now. Forward the message to the one who has been patient. Type 222 to claim it. You, my child, have been picked to grasp this assurance. Pay attention. Diligently, your son is secure, your son is shielded. Your son is swaddled in divine protection. Yet more than that, your son has been designated for a transformation. What struck him was not peril, it was destiny knocking. You have been pleading for something to shift in your family. You have been appealing to God for something that would disrupt the cycle once and for all. You have been seeking clarity for peace, for a sign that you are not walking alone. This is the sign. Do not disregard what your intuition senses right now. That pressure in your chest, that warmth in your heart, that sudden quietness, these are indicators. These are confirmations. These are spiritual reactions to the truth being whispered into your life. Your son's encounter has unlocked a gateway for healing, a gateway for restoration, a gateway for peace, a gateway for divine intervention. And now the blessing is reaching out to you for your household, for your child, for your tomorrow. Stay here, my child. The message isn't complete. The blessing is still unraveling. My child, since you have stayed, since your heart has remained receptive, I can keep speaking. What was initiated 11 minutes ago, yesterday didn't cease. It keeps evolving, continuing, still pushing into the ambience of your residence. You might not perceive everything yet, but the spiritual realm has already tilted in your favor. Comprehend something. Occasions like this are infrequent. Not every day does heaven descend upon a kid to relay a message to the parent. Not every day does a divine sign pierce through life's din to find you. Not every day does fate whisper your name, but today it did. Your son was the first to sense it. His spirit grasped what your heart had yearned for. What touched him was not dread, not peril, not catastrophe. It was awakening, a quiet yet undeniable stirring, a divine flame illuminating the spiritual area around him. You felt something too, didn't you? Perhaps a sudden weightiness, perhaps a sudden tranquility, perhaps an unusual blend of fear and anticipation. Maybe your mind attempted to rationalize it, but your spirit refused to dismiss it. That was the confirmation. My child, listen. The change that commenced did not occur to your son. It occurred through him. He is a bearer of blessings for your family. A container selected not because he is powerful, but because he is open, not because he comprehends, but because he is receptive. Due to his heart being unburdened by doubts, you petitioned heaven for intervention. Heaven answered through him, and now the message has reached you. Your household has been under prolonged spiritual stress. You have felt an unwelcome weight that wasn't yours. You have experienced sudden bouts of anxiety, anger, sadness, worry, and spiritual fatigue without knowing why. These were not just emotions, but warnings. Warnings of something resisting the blessing trying to enter your home. But what transpired 11 minutes ago shattered that resistance. It didn't break dramatically. It broke quietly like the initial fracture in a long-standing wall. Now, my child, you stand at the threshold of a breakthrough. Listen carefully because this is crucial. Your son's encounter served as a signal. Your presence here now symbolizes your consent. The outcome depends on your readiness to accept. Type, God is good if you love God. My child, I understand what you have suffered. You carried concerns about your child that you kept secret. You felt an oppressive atmosphere around him, something you couldn't decipher. You sensed his emotional or mental turmoil, words he could not articulate. You suspected that something was amiss, but you didn't know how to resolve it. In silent prayer, you implored, God, safeguard my kid. God, direct him. God, oversee him when I can't. Those pleas didn't vanish into thin air. They went somewhere, reached someone, and stirred heaven. And heaven answered now. Your child isn't in peril. Your child isn't plummeting. Your child isn't lost. What he experienced, what touched him, what awakened him, it was heaven opening a path for him and through him for you. Something has been attempting to dim the light in your household. Something has been trying to disturb your peace. Something has been attempting to drain your energy, clarity, motivation. Something has been striving to sever the bond between you and your child. But that something has been confronted and overpowered. When the change occurred 11 minutes ago, an unseen struggle shifted in your favor. A spiritual burden eased. A threat vanished. A shackle snapped. Your son wasn't stricken down, he was awakened. My child, remain here because more is coming. I wish you to comprehend the depth of what heaven is constructing for your family. The signal limits and values your worth. The place that once resisted you now embraces you. The environment acknowledges your progress and yields to it. Doors open because you belong on the opposite side. Your name circulates with kindness throughout discussions. Introductions happen while you rejuvenate and regroup. The right individuals recall you at the right moment for the right reasons. Your potential expands effortlessly. You will manage more with less exertion as grace does the bulk of the work. Strategy aligns with endurance and both collaborate happily. This news about you is still popular and continues to unfold. In the next 24 hours, you will discern 3 clear signs of advancement. You will feel relief. You will receive confirmation and you will see harmony. Stay put and finish strongly as endings matter. The seal is placed at the end and you are nearly there. Keep breathing calmly and claiming your space. Space. Your kindness creates an unforeseen pathway today. A tender word you speak will return as a vast opportunity. Generosity places you at the heart of a lovely transformation. Your sleep tonight will refresh you fully. Your morning will welcome you with a peaceful assurance that surprises you. The day will yield to let you advance confidently. If this resonates, comment, "I affirm my yes." Share this with someone who needs quiet resilience. Subscribe to remain linked to daily inspiring messages tailored for your growth. You won't miss your chance because your chance has been waiting for you. It recognizes you by name and by light. It moves toward you like a friend you have long known. The next phone buzz may contain what your heart asked for. The next email subject may contain exactly what you needed to see. The next meeting may break down an old wall with one aligned statement. Your timeline condenses without chaos. What usually takes months will take days, and what took days will take hours. Your tranquility stays secure while progress speeds up. A quiet celebration starts before the result becomes visible. Gratitude summons your blessing into clear view. Joy becomes the hallmark of your stride. Archangel Michael says, "Walk onward." Now with quiet courage, the path is set and the helpers are in place. Your tail is safeguarded. Your ascent is unstoppable. Type Amen 333 to sanctify the blessing on this next part. Type paid in full if you're ready for settled accounts and clear paths. Type 1 receive peace to keep your heart steady while the outcomes unfold. Stay until the end of this message and carry calm into your next hour. Share and subscribe so your spirit encounters this strength daily. My cherished child, the final moments are now your ally, guiding you toward the open door. My cherished child, the hurrying moment that once overwhelmed you is now carrying you forward softly. The same seconds that felt burdensome now glide like light balloons against a clear sky. This chapter strengthens your voice and calms your strides. The atmosphere around your name buzzes with quiet approval and graceful momentum. This continues to be viral news about you, unveiling layer by layer with purpose. Stay with me until the end because the seal is in the final words. You are being steered with precision that wastes nothing and misses nothing. The change that started quietly now flows like a gentle stream, lightning cloaked in brightness. Your path acknowledges you and broadens without obstruction. Resources that once needed effort will now show up with ease. Discussions lean towards you and doors recall your presence. The next 24 hours will resonate with alignment honoring your perseverance. Type Amen 333 to unlock your gates of blessings. Type 1111 if you love God, Jesus. Your internal compass is reliable and constant. You will feel a nudge that feels like a hand on your shoulder made of calmness. Follow that simple direction because it knows the shortcut you couldn't see before. A gentle ease enters your schedule and clears clutter from your focus. You will do less, but achieve more because exertion is aligning with luck. Your energy will match your task with perfect precision. Connections form in rooms you once gazed at from afar. People remember you for clarity, dependability, and kindness. Your name will be spoken with admiration when you are not present. The messy path that seemed complicated now organizes itself into clear progress. Signatures materialize without resistance, and confirmations arrive during peaceful moments. Results start to pile up like arranged pages on a tidy desk. Home begins to feel like a sanctuary once more. The environment softens, and the air carries tranquility that lingers. Each corner offers space for renewal. Focus, relax, and reliable chuckles. Balances shift towards correct paths and totals become understandable. The burden you bear dissipates into organized solutions and prompt help. You'll see numbers act as faithful assistants rather than harsh critics. Your body gets rest that truly rejuvenates. Sleep reaches all the spots needing tranquil repair. You'll wake with a clarity transforming small steps into significant progress. Friendships evolve without drama or accusations. Loyal spirits become easier to detect, and your group feels lighter. Dialogues foster growth rather than depleting hope. Creative inspiration resurfaces like a known tune. Ideas emerge with clear instructions, each one knowing its next move. You'll carry out with rhythm and conclude with elegance. Archangel Michael says, "Hold onto calm as if it's a key and watch how many openings react. Courage will feel effortless and softness will seem strong. Your consistency becomes the signal that summons resources into position. Stay till the end because the concluding passages bear a golden seal. The blessing multiplies for those who complete the message. Endings matter as seals dwell at the finish line. Comment I receive if your soul resonates with this course. Your consent turns into a swift takeoff lane for quick results. Your words pave the path. That's already unfurling. Your morning greets you with straightforward goals that truly matter. Distractions lose their appeal and focus becomes satisfying. Progress appears in neat verifications and small celebratory victories. Guides emerge with timely wisdom tailored to your circumstances. Their sentences are brief, practical, and surprisingly precise. One tip saves weeks of wandering and replaces uncertainty with direction. Stalled projects start up again. Helpers reappear, deadlines cooperate, and missing parts find their way to you. The work that remains feels meaningful instead of burdensome. Type 111 to mark auspicious timing across your day. Let your anticipation match your preparation, and your preparation match your commitment. Trust that swift alignment can still feel serene. A message from a caring soul forms with sincerity and clarity. Their words acknowledge your progress and encourage a healthier pace. Warmth replaces coldness and direction replaces uncertainty. Your boundaries become clear without dispute. People understand your yes and your no because your calm expresses both. Dignity remains on your face while kindness lingers in your voice. A notification may bring exactly what you asked for in private. Read carefully and respond with confidence that respects your value. One aligned response moves a significant door on its hinges. Pathways open up. With security and intention, brief travels lead you to specific spaces where advantage has been held in reserve. Each mile contributes to your understanding and returns amplified tranquility. Time favors diligent minds, and you have transformed into that mind. You advance at a pace that preserves your spirit. Pace and serenity now work like reliable allies. Type 777 if you believe in God, Jesus. Joy reappears as a frequent guest and then decides to settle. Gratitude enhances the ambience of every task you tackle. Your surroundings begin to resonate with the future you embody. You aren't beginning anew because history has already testified for you. Previous gusts send letters of endorsement into fresh territories. Your track record becomes open invitations. Archangel Michael says, "Advance as if anticipated and converse as if invited." Heaven's arrangements have preceded you and set the stage. Assistance stands ready and waits for your arrival. Agreements meet you with clarity and mutual advantage. Terms feel straightforward, transparent, and pure. Every contract respects your limits and appreciates your worth. Share this message and subscribe to ensure your daily alignment remains on schedule. Bring one friend into this stream of calm progress. Amplify peace by multiplying the message. Gratitude begins adjusting details you cannot perceive. Doors respond quicker when your heart is open, chooses gratitude over stress. The ambience around your name becomes friendlier for positive news to arrive. Peace touches an old family tale and pens a kinder finale. Relief replaces the echo of past disputes. Smiles of quiet contentment return to rooms that forgot how to cheer. Your talents become evident, even to your own gaze. You trust your abilities without putting on a show for validation. Mastery becomes routine and ease becomes your tale. The turmoil within your schedule calms into clear paths. Each path knows its duty and each hour serves your destiny. You complete tasks with fulfillment instead of struggle. Your footsteps feel steady and your eyes feel radiant. Confidence settles comfortably instead of loudly. You move with assurance that doesn't need to bellow. Value increases around everything you handle. Your work, your presence, and your reliability earn respect. People lean towards you because outcomes trail behind like a faithful echo. Opportunity knocks with a tone you recognize. You open promptly because preparation taught you the sound. What arrives fits you like it was tailored for your shoulders. You will see 3 signs before this day ends. Relief will surface in a conversation you weren't pushing. Confirmation will arrive in writing that bears your next affirmative response. Alignment will present itself in a timing that feels almost predictable. Stay with me since the following lines unveil a finishing elegance. Perseverance turns effortless, patience yields productivity. You stop pursuing and start attracting. Words mend the ambience of your endeavors. Emails resonate as clarity, messages convey respect. Communication transforms into a connection instead of conflict. Sprouts you sowed months ago burst forth with silent determination. Shoots develop into stems and stems into trees. Shade arises precisely where you required relief. You discern the distinction between delay and timing. Delay weighed heavily with bewilderment, while timing feels light with purpose. You now opt for timing and it reciprocates your choice. Outdated labels peel off spontaneously. Fresh identity fits snugly like a custom-made suit. You no longer bargain your value with noise that didn't know you. Momentum grows in gentle swells that never disrupt your tranquility. Each wave deposits resources on the beach of your life. You collect without haste, move forward without apprehension. Protect your mornings and evenings with petite sacred rituals. These routines function as a boundary around your concentration. Within this boundary, creativity thrives and strategy fortifies. Celebration precedes completion and energizes progress. Joy serves as the driving force for consistent advancement. Your labor gleams because your spirit glows. Comment, your feedback is appreciated. I claim it to secure this advancement. Share and subscribe so your new